What is going on, Schwazy gang? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we've got the Hellcat here in today's video because today we're gonna be doing something that you guys have begged me to do from day one. I want you to take a guess on what it could possibly be. And yep, that's right. In today's video, we're taking off the yellow banana. I know you guys have asked me to do this from the very first day that I picked this car up. I mean, pretty much everybody on YouTube has told me to do this. I am most likely the most hated Hellcat driver on YouTube because of something so simple as this yellow banana over here. Now, for those of you that are not Mopar or Dodge Challenger followers, you may not know why I'm referencing this thing as a banana, and that is mainly because if you guys have the narrow body Challengers, when they come out of the factory brand new, they're gonna have a much smaller yellow stripe. So this is actually a removable plastic, and the narrow body Challengers have this like banana looking shape pretty much to them, and that's why a lot of people call them bananas. There's not actual bananas attached to the car, but anyways, I don't know why, but for some reason people absolutely hate this yellow cover, and I have first-hand experience from people telling me I am an idiot for keeping this on the car. It's kind of crazy how with so much bad stuff going on in the world right now, people seem to hate this more than anything else that's going on. It's actually really hilarious how people unite over one common hatred of this yellow stripe. So you may be wondering, why in the world am I taking it off? Well, no, it is not because I have given in to the haters and I'm going to take it off because, well, you guys aren't very nice to me. But no, I am not taking it off because of that. The reason I'm taking it off is thanks to a lot of you guys on YouTube that have told me that keeping this plastic cover on for a very long time will actually damage the splitter. And the reason it does that is because dirt will get caught up in this surface in between this plastic cover and the splitter, and it'll start rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, and all of a sudden it's going to lead to a very scratched surface. So this painted black material can get pretty scuffed up, and for that reason it's best to take it off. You may be wondering, why in the world did Dodge include this on their cars if it damages the vehicle? Well, it's a very good question, and the reason they do this is because of transportation. So a lot of these cars not only go in the US, but they're also sold overseas. And so for loading and unloading of these vehicles on cargo ships and on transport trucks, they have to add these in order to protect the splitter during transportation. If you think about it, it's actually a really smart idea because that way when you're purchasing a brand new car, you don't already have a damaged splitter during transportation. Now that begs the question as to why they don't just create a splitter that's maybe a little bit more durable or has maybe some sort of protection underneath. But that is $1 million question that we will not address in today's video. Now the dealership is actually supposed to remove this yellow splitter cover. And as you can tell over here, I'm not sure if the camera's focusing on it, but it says to be removed by dealer. I mean, it's pretty much just spelled out for you that the dealership should be removing it. Although I'm glad that my dealership didn't. Now, as many of you know, if you follow the channel for a while, the reason I keep this on is not because I want people to know that I purchased a brand new Hellcat off the dealership floor. That is not the reason. I like it because I love the way that purple looks with that yellow. I just think it's amazing. And that is a huge influence to the decals that, shout out to my fiance for making these, that we made for the Challenger. I have it on the YouTube on this side, Instagram on the other. I just really love how yellow contrasts with the purple. And that is a hint of maybe future things that may be coming to this car. But okay, we'll talk about that later. And the second reason I kept it on is because I wanted to protect that splitter, especially the bottom portion of it, when I'm pulling into parking lots or into and out of driveways. Because Utah gets a lot of snow, the driveways are very steep, and as a result, this splitter gets scratched up pretty often. I was fortunate with my Scat Pack because it was a little higher, but this Hellcat is lower to the ground, and so I know it's going to scuff when I'm driving around, but that is somewhat controllable. I can take it slow, or I can avoid certain curbs or driveways, whereas this dirt gathering over here is pretty much unavoidable. So it's the lesser of two evils for me to take this off, even though I absolutely love the way that color matches with the purple. We may do something different, but for now, I want to protect the splitter regardless of pretty much I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So this should only take like 30 seconds to remove. And well, it'll be the moment of truth. I've driven it 3 months, 2,000 miles, 1,000 of which was pretty much a long road trip. The question we're going to answer is, did this plastic cover ruin my front splitter? All right, let's get started. All right, I did not expect for them to actually have these clips here. I thought it was just kind of slid onto the splitter, but they actually attached it, so that's pretty impressive. All right, so it is off the car, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a little upset. I just don't like how it's just pure black. I wish it had a little bit of accent to it. But regardless, that's not why you guys are watching. So as of right now, you can tell there are some kind of, almost looks like scratches, but it really comes off when I start flicking off some of the dirt. So what I'm gonna quickly do is wipe it off with some polish, and then we're actually going to examine, did I damage the splitter by keeping this thing on for about 2,000 miles? Let's keep going. All right, so the moment of truth, did the yellow banana ruin the front splitter on my brand new Hellcat? Well, let's take a look. All right, so I think I was very lucky that there is minimal to no damage. So I'm gonna shine a light on it so you guys can see. The camera may not catch it. I don't really see any damage. Thankfully, there may be, if I'm really paying attention, there may be like a little bit of a line, but not in all places, thankfully. So let me make sure I clear that out. Yep, that's good. So overall, I am very thankful, breathing a sigh of relief because my front splitter is not permanently damaged. Now, it definitely looks a little ugly like this though. I don't like that look. So definitely have to do something about that. But I am glad that I ultimately removed this thing because it does scratch it. Now, the other question is, why don't I just leave it on forever? And then it definitely will scratch it. But at the same time, if I never remove it, then, well, no harm, no foul. But seeing as how it is not a permanent fixture to the car and Dodge itself is telling owners to take it off, I'm just gonna follow what they say. But if you guys have the same thing on your car, at the end of the day, it's your car. Do whatever you want to it. If you want to leave it on, then do it. I'm not judging you. The rest of the internet is, but who cares what other people think? Ultimately, I'd probably recommend taking it off so it doesn't scratch it permanently, but that's up to you. You're making the monthly payments on the car. You can do whatever you want. One thing that really surprised me is that they use these body panel clips to attach this protector to the front splitter, and there's actual holes in the splitter to attach this to that. So that to me seems like overkill, but obviously they wanted to make sure it didn't fall off during transportation. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's short little video. It wasn't meant to be anything crazy or interesting. I just wanted to let you know that I did take off this splitter and I wanted to give you an update on whether it damaged it or not. And according to what I'm seeing, thankfully, there's minimal to no damage. So if you guys were curious about that, now you have a video that discusses it. If this is the first time you're visiting the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of the weekly videos. I will give a teaser that on Tuesday, which is January 19th, I will be releasing the new intro to the channel. It's also gonna be the channel trailer, as was the last video, but if you guys know the intro that I'm talking about, it's the one that pretty much just opens up the videos, and I put it in the first probably 30 seconds of every single video I've uploaded since the beginning of 2020. So there is a new intro coming, and it's going to have the Hellraisin Hellcat, but there may be a little cameo or two from the Scat Pack that I had as well. So stay tuned for that video. It's gonna be coming out on Tuesday. Also, don't forget to find me on Instagram at Schwazy_. I am also on TikTok with the same handle. Thank you all for the continued support. Thank you for tuning in. Stay Schwazy, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day.